Hey everyone, long time no see. The structure of this video is going to be all over the place. Throughout my prolonged absence on YouTube, I've been through quite a lot of things personally. So I wanted to make a video just to give like an update on a few things and how I'm doing. So this video is just going to be a reaction to me hearing Snuff by Slipknot for the first time ever. Including the music video, and I'll get to why I've chosen this song in particular in just a little bit. I obviously haven't really uploaded any Slipknot videos before, so it's sort of out of the norm for me. I can say that over the past 5 years that I've become quite a big Slipknot fan, as you could probably tell because of the shirt and the vinyls behind me there, including the one Joey mask from Subliminal Verses. I don't know how long I'll be talking for, so I'll probably put just timestamps in the video or chapters, just so if you want to watch the reaction you can just skip ahead straight to that. But if you want to hear me talk, then I do have a few things to say. The first thing I guess I have to say, I've made notes on my phone of stuff to talk about, otherwise I would just draw a blank and not know what to say. So the first update, well, the first thing I wanted to talk about is my mental health and mental health in general. So it'd be close to 8 months now, I think. I opened up online on like just my Facebook and Instagram about my mental health and what I've been through and what I've been struggling with and how I've been struggling over the years. I'll probably put just like small texts or screenshots of that, of what I've posted online, just so you get a general overview of what I'll be talking about, and like so if you want to have a read through that yourself and all that, feel free to pause and have a look at all the chapters and read them if you want. Did say a fair few things in there, and it gets pretty grim and dark. What I said in those posts is stuff I've been wanting to say for years and thought about saying and just haven't really spoken about, and just when I sort of hit like a rock bottom or all-time low, I decided to finally open up about it and seek help and all that. The reception for that was sort of mixed. I say that because people that I thought would reach out to me and ask how I was doing, or say they never knew stuff about me and that didn't, which is kind of selfish or silly of me to think that they would. But anyways, the real eye-opener was people that I never thought would message me just to check up on me and even tell me how they've been doing themselves and how they've been struggling. I just never thought some of the people that did would ever do it. So it just goes to show that anyone could be struggling. Maybe it's not so obvious, but it could be anyone, even someone that seems really happy with themselves or in life. It's important to check up and have those conversations with the people that you like and love and people that you know in your life. One last thing about what I said, a lot of the things I spoke about, I made it very clear that if it wasn't for some of my favorite artists, then I wouldn't have opened up or said anything or said the stuff that I did. So obviously music is very important to me, which is why I've done so many music videos on my YouTube channel. So my sister's boyfriend, Callum, actually, he's been a huge Slipknot fan for years, and he said Snuff is one of his favorite tracks and his favorite album is All Hope Is Gone. And funnily enough, I haven't even listened to All Hope Is Gone from start to finish yet, mostly because I've been putting it off to do a YouTube video just reacting to Snuff, because what Callum told me about the songs and what it's about sounded like it would be pretty heavy topics, and the song would be rather emotional, so I would like to capture my first reaction hearing it just for my YouTube channel. Some of the things I have in particular, well, it's mainly been because of three things. One of them is of course I've become a huge Corey Taylor fan, and I love his lyricism and his performance and his vocals and his instrumentals he's done on all his projects, not just Slipknot. With Snuff being one of his heaviest and the hardest songs he's ever had to write and perform ever, I thought it would be perfect to do. Another is the meaning behind the song and how it's been about relationships and losing the person you thought was right for you, but in the end was not the right person to be with, which is something I've struggled with, being with the right people, or being with the wrong people and it being toxic and not good for me or them. and letting it go on for too long without speaking up and doing what's right for me and calling it off, and just not letting people walk all over me, I guess. So Corey said when he was talking about this era, reminiscing on this era, when he was in this relationship, he once gave a quote in an interview, I believe, and he said, "I was in a relationship that wasn't good for me and I didn't want to realize it at the time." Those words I can really relate to, and I understand exactly how he feels now, because like he said he was in the wrong relationship for, I believe, 8 years. So the max I've had was 8 months, and I know how bad that made me feel, so I can't imagine how he felt. And the last thing was what Corey says. The last thing was, of course, the tragic loss of their original founding bassist, Paul Gray, which Corey said was an absolute fanatic for this song and was one of the main driving points for the song when pitching it to the band and actually creating the song. And to this day, Corey says that this song no longer brings back bad memories of the past relationships, but instead makes him think of all the good times he had with Paul over the years and the respect he had for him. I will have to give a disclaimer that this technically won't be the first time I've heard Snuff from start to finish. I heard Corey Taylor perform it live at Good Things 2023 in Brisbane, but at the time I was not very sober and I can barely remember the last half of the set at all, which is another thing I want to talk about is addiction. If you think you're not addicted, try quit something for more than a week or even a month and see how well you go. I know I've had some bad addictions in the past, which is I'm still actively trying to take control of and I guess become sober from some of these things, but it's harder said than done, and going cold turkey is just, it's a really big commitment and tough to stick to. So I guess the last thing, or one of the last things I want to say before I watch this video, and if you're struggling yourself, you are not alone. You are not weak for feeling these feelings. Even though I don't like saying it myself and hearing it myself, things will get better. That's not what someone that's struggling wants to hear in that moment, because that just means they have to keep suffering until it happens, I guess. I do mean it, that things will get better, and you may think that there is no hope, but you can find hope in things that you love and the people you love that are around you. The storm will pass and you will not be drowning in the depths of despair forever. The person that will save you is the person you stare at in the mirror every single day. That person is more beautiful and strong than you will ever know. Alright, I guess I don't really have anything else to say, or I don't really want to say anymore. Recording this video has been haunting me for years. I've just been putting it off and off and off, and it's become the obstacle in the middle of the road in my life. Alright, just before we start, I have seen clips of the music video, unfortunately, so some of the things that happen in the music video won't surprise me as I know about them, but like I said, I haven't listened to the song start to finish. Alright, no more putting it off, it's time to jump in the deep end and face this song.
What am I gonna do with you?
Everything.
Oh, so Clown, and I didn't know Clown was one of the main directors for it, that's good. Wearing fedora, classic Corey. It's a very dark setting. I guess he's clearly stalking her. Fucking so hard listening to this song. I've heard the starting bit of it like this like so many times. And that acoustic guitar. Fuck. mixed with Corey's vocals plus Paul's bass line in the back. Fuck, it's gonna be so hard getting through this.
Come away with innocence and leave me with my sins. The air around me still feels like a cage.
Fucking hell.
Love's just a camouflage for what resembles rage again.
So this is the furthest I've made it through this song ever. So it's all as new to me from here. The fucking acoustics are so good. All 9 of them contributing to this is insane.
So if you love me, let me go and run away before I know. My heart is just too dark to care. I can't destroy what isn't there.
Fucking hell. Oh man, that's exactly how I feel. Feel like an imposter everywhere I go. And I don't know where I belong.
Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. Ooh, my smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I never know. I still press your letters to
Clearly he's still obsessed with this lady and can't get her out his head. Oh man, the second last girl that I really liked, I liked her way more than I would ever know or think. I haven't seen her in over a year and I still think about her every single day. And I've dreamt about her so many times, but I was too scared to tell her that I liked her and what she would say or do. And my longing for short-term gratification made me lose her.
I still press your letters to my lips and cherish them in parts of me to savor every kiss. I couldn't face a life without your light. But all of that was ripped apart when you refused to fight. So save your breath.
And the last girl I spoke to when she left me, I told her I opened up about my mental health that same day she did. And I said, I guess asking for a second chance, said she's never really known the true me or the real me, but she just wanted to leave and never see me again.
So save your breath, I will not hear.
Joey's drums.
I think I made it very clear. You couldn't hate enough to love. Is that supposed to be enough?
I'll never get to hear Joey played the drums live in my life, and he's one of the reasons why I've started playing the drums.
I only wish you weren't my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. I never claimed to be a saint. Ooh, my own was banished long ago. It took me down the boat to let you go.
That's so true, that line. It's everyone just dumping you so quick to protect themselves, not worrying about you, saving their own light because you become a burden to them.
In my soul, you never needed any help. You sold me out to save yourself.
I want you to promise.
I promise.
No, I want you to promise that you will never let go.
And I won't listen to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels lie to keep control. Oh, my love was promised long ago. If you still care, don't ever let me know. And I won't listen
Fucking hell, the lyrics, man. So fucking powerful.
to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels lie to keep control. Oh, my love was promised long ago. If you still care, don't ever let me know.
It's all making sense now how the injuries on her too is on him. Because in a relationship, when you're both hurting, when one of you's hurting, you're both hurting. But obviously the true meaning we'll see further on in the video, which I already know.
If you still care, don't ever let me know.
I want you to promise.
I promise
No, I want you to promise
You
that you
promise.
will never let go.
that you will never let go.
So in the end, it was Corey all along. And the reason for that is when you feel like you love someone, you start to see yourselves in them and all you could have had with them. Only 2 other songs in history have made me cry like that, and that is Phantom Regret by Jim, the closing song to The Weeknd's Dawn FM album, and the closing song to my favourite album of all time, Black Widow by In This Moment, Out of Hell. No other song has given me as much hope as those 2 songs, but no other song has hurt me on a personal level like this song has. I never knew what Corey was going to say in the song, but everything he was saying just made so much sense and was so relatable that I felt it all. When I think of myself an imposter or trying to find where I belong, like I was talking about earlier, and I think that I'm just faking everything, I look at the many vinyls I have, which is in the hundreds now, and I realize that I really do care. And I think about myself over the years and how I think I've lost my care and I don't care about anything anymore. And I just don't really feel things as intensely or have the energy and enthusiasm about things that I once did. To help me stay grounded, I look at these vinyls that I have and all I've collected over the years, which is in the hundreds now. And I think about the artists and what they've put into them and all the hard work and how I've come to love a lot of those albums, and that clearly means that I still do care and have feelings about some things in this world. Recording a video like this I knew was going to be incredibly difficult, and I was fearing it for so long. But I guess in the end, bravery isn't doing something because you have no fear, it's being afraid and still doing the thing even though you're afraid. That is what bravery is. I was starting to feel like all hope is gone and that despair was taking over my life, and I didn't care about things anymore, and I just felt nothing. But like you just saw clearly, I still do feel things. I found it incredibly difficult to direct my passions and thoughts forward in life in a way that expresses me or who I am. I've let many wrong people and bad people walk over me in my life and never spoken up. But I have been trying to do the right thing and make the positive changes in my life, but it never comes easy. If anyone is struggling, just know that you bring a light to this world, and even if you think it's a dim light, it is still a light that people care about, and you have the potential to make this world a very bright one. You have the power in you, and you just need to use it to fight the darkness that encroaches on your life. I still remember the last time I cried is when I left the town I was living in for 11 years with my mum. We drove to where I live now. I played an album which I spoke about earlier, and yeah, when it just got to that finishing song, I just cried my eyes out and opened up to her on how I've struggled over the years. I knew it completely just took her out of the blue. I just haven't really spoken openly about my struggles with anyone else since, so I thought it was about time to open up. I wanted to get this video out because I'm going to Knotfest Brisbane 2025, and I just wanted to get it out before I finally see Slipknot live for the first time. So if you see me there, which you will, I'm pretty tall, you'll see me and a few other people. Few of us will be dressed up in Slipknot red jumpsuits with masks, so if you see me there, don't be scared to come up and say hi and all that. I might be recording a video on the day to upload to YouTube to see how the day goes and that, so it will be good if I can meet any people there and get photos and videos with anyone else in their costumes. Alright, I really don't know what else to say. Thanks Corey for making such a powerful song like that. I know how much it means to you. Rest in peace, Paul and Joey. You meant so much to the lives of the band members and brothers you played with along the years, and your impact on the music industry, not just Slipknot alone, will be remembered, and I will never forget your contribution to Slipknot. Alright, I guess I can say thanks for making it this far through the video. I hope I brought some understanding to the feelings that this song produces, and know that you must fight for the things that you believe in and love, and take on the responsibility to change your life and the lives of those around you. I will be donating $500 to the Taylor Foundation just to help the relief efforts to those affected by PTSD and veterans across America. And as a final thank you to Corey and all that he has done throughout the years. So thanks for watching this video. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all again soon.